I'm Dr. Orion Taraban, and this is Psych Hacks, Better Living Through Psychology. And the topic of today's short talk is truth and lies. Now, we, as a society, have been dealing very intimately with the concept of truth these past 2 years. For example, one way we deal with truth on a daily basis is in the form of social media fact-checkers, whose stated purpose is to restrict, suppress, and censor alleged misinformation, disinformation, and lies. Unfortunately, even if we assume good intentions on the part of those who do perform this service, there is a problem with this approach. The problem with this approach is that while lies can be dangerous, the suppression of dialogue which reveals truth is actually much more dangerous than the dissemination of lies. If lies circulate, it's likely unavoidable that at least some people, for some time, will be ensnared in the untruth. But over time, if truth is also freely circulating, it's not really possible for the lies to get much of a foothold in the collective consciousness. In the vast majority of cases, it's a self-corrective process. It's only possible for circulating lies to enjoy widespread uptake through the suppression of truth and dialogue. And that's why only truth needs to be suppressed. Lies don't need to be suppressed. Allow them to circulate and the truth will dispel them in time. Only truth needs to be suppressed because truth can destroy lies, but lies can't destroy truth. All the darkness in the world can't snuff out a single flame, and a single flame is all that is necessary to dispel the surrounding darkness. Now, in the time between the circulating of a lie and its obliteration by the truth, a great deal of harm can be done. So if we give them the benefit of the doubt, we could presume that those looking to prevent the circulation of a lie are trying to prevent or at least reduce the harm caused by its circulation. But the problem with that perspective is that no one side, and certainly no centralized authority, has a monopoly on the truth. And what I think we've discovered in our collective experiments in civilization over hundreds or thousands of years is that the truth most reliably manifests in open dialogue between opposing viewpoints. This isn't always the case, but I think that all other things being equal, the free exchange of information is our best bet for facilitating the emergence of truth. And that truth is a natural antidote to lies. So we might not need to be so concerned with the circulation of lies if we also have free and open dialogue from which truth can emerge and propagate. In my mind, the suppression of alleged misinformation would be equivalent to launching a crusade against all viruses, bacteria, and pathological agents that could potentially cause harm to humans, as opposed to the cultivation of healthy immune systems and common sense. This is because the former is likely an impossible goal, while the latter is not. A healthy immune system and common sense can also effectively stave off most viruses and bacteria, suggesting that that should be our frontline defense. Focusing on one while ignoring the other would be foolish. My argument is that the same holds true with truth and lies. The suppression of all alleged misinformation is likely an impossible goal, and one that should be less of a collective priority than ensuring the free exchange of information which facilitates the emergence of truth. Something to consider. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Spotify, please like, rate, and review this episode. And if you're watching on YouTube, please drop a comment below. Finally, if you'd like to schedule a consultation, you can reach me at psychackspodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.